Okay, well I'm gonna cut this off with my perfect cutter. A V cut might be better in this case, but I'm gonna use the perfect cutter tonight, and I'm gonna light it up with my Solera aging room lighter. Um, Find I'm having to refill this quite a bit, so I don't know if it has a leak, but no music, so we'll see how it goes. By the way, this aging room, not aging room. This is Romeo. It's an Alf cigar. It's box pressed. Box pressed, as you can see there. You can see the end of a box pressed cigar is in the shape of a box, as expected. If you were to V cut it, you would, want your wedge cut to go horizontally, not vertically, on this. So let me cut it, light it, and see how it starts off. Well, that went well. It was easy to light, easy to cut. Don't know if I got a right angle cut on that, but I did cut it with the perfect cutter. Alright, for some reason I always like to smoke my cigar with the label looking up at me. Of course, a box pressed, you kind of have to, I didn't really get the aroma of it, but the box pressed, you have to, a wedge cut would have given me a better draw. Let me cut a little more of this off because it might start to unravel, but I really need to get a better draw. Good draw. It's a little tight right now, so it's hopefully I don't have a plugged cigar. The reason it's a little better now. The reason for the difficult draw, of course, is the length of the cigar. I guess I'd recommend the shorter version, which I believe is available at Tismart. So it should be available. By the way, everybody, there's an event up at the Phoenix Distillery. I think it's Lock. I'm trying to remember the number. It's on Facebook. It's an aging room event. I recommend you check that out. Get on Facebook. Get on their email list. Like Tismart Cigar Shop and Lounge on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you really need to set up, even if it's an anonymous account, under some random made-up name, if you want to protect your privacy, and subscribe to it so you can see these events, because they're a lot of fun. I think it's this Thursday at 7 o'clock. Today's the 7th of August, so check it out. It's up in Phoenix, New York. It's at the distillery up there. And I don't want to quote, but I think it might be around $20 in advance. A little more at the door, and you get a cigar, and I think you get a flight of beer with the admission. But I don't want to speak for Tismart. I just like going there, and I like the events that they have. So highly recommend you check it out, especially if you're into beer, craft beers. And the Alf I think, will be their distributor with, of course, the whole line. It's an aging room event, so This has a Habano wrapper, I believe. Um, Habano or Sumatra, I'm not sure. Somebody's got to educate me on the various shades of wrappers. I I really don't know. Broadleaf, I'm not sure what it is. I got to do a little research before I do these reviews. I'm really kind of demonstrating my lack of experience with cigars and cigar reviews. I have smoked a lot of cigars. It doesn't mean I know a lot about them. But as far as this goes, it's a good cigar. A little peppery, a little spice. And it's a little distracting with the kids screaming over there, but it's the neighborhood kids. My kids are all grown up, out of the house, for the most part. Luckily, they're fairly local. It's nice to have kids, at least in the same state as you're in. A friend of mine's son is in Hawaii. Of course, my friend retired and moved to Florida, so I mean, they both got into better climates. I'm not looking forward to what's coming soon. Snow, cold weather. You know, I won't be able to smoke outside. I'll have to be in the lounge if I want to smoke. That comes with the price of a cigar. So squirrels are up there in the tree, cracking their nuts. Got a nice front yard, a nice view from my porch. You know, got a little garden out here. There's a flavor I get in a cigar. It's maybe a little bit creamy. A little tang. A little tang on the tongue. Sour, not sour, sour tang. It, you know, kind of lights up the sides of your tongue. It's all the function of your taste buds and where they play. I mean, there's different sensitivity. Tip of the tongue is typically sensitive to sweets. You can look it up. You can Google it and see where the receptors are for the various flavors. This is really nice. It's a nice cigar. It's the flavor. I mean, it's really lighting up my taste buds. I'll say that. It's worth every penny. Especially at this length. You get a lot out of it. So I would recommend this length. I mean, it didn't take me long to get into the real part of the cigar that it's lighting up my taste buds. Really sucks without the music, I know, but I'm not sure what I'll get as I get closer to the end out of it. So I'm going to pause for till I get at least about halfway. See if I get any sweetness. I predict that I will get sweetness because I'm already starting to get a little bit. Okay, I'm not halfway into it, but this high quality cigar should have a very high rating. Um, if it doesn't, I believe I've seen ratings of this cigar, and it gets a good rating. I think it's even been on Cigar Aficionado's top 25 list. Definitely on somebody's top list. And you're getting a good cigar for the price. And I tend to, I mean, it's questionable. I started out with mostly Dominican cigars, but as my taste has matured, I gravitate a lot toward Nicaraguan cigars as far as what I like. It's even been pointed out to me. I had a Davidoff that was a Nicaraguan, and that was I like that one. So it's kind of fun to sit out here and watch the kids run around, play. Reminds me of when I was young, doing that crazy stuff. Boy, these kids are loud though. Wow, my neighborhood. Oh, I remember playing prisoners when I was younger. Played a lot of prisoners. Nighttime hide and seek. To capture a prisoner. Well, folks, not going to finish the whole cigar in this review, but wanted to get one out there. Let people know I'm still alive and kicking despite my cancer-causing habit. More of a hobby though for me. I consider cigarette smoking a true habit. That's not really a hobby. A lot of prominent people smoke cigarettes, though. I think President Obama smoked cigarettes. Well, folks, couldn't get the buddies to come over tonight, but signing off for a fairly humid evening on the outside of the house. But nice. So, I mean, we had a little bit of rain today, and the grass is getting deep. So I'm probably going to have to mow it sometime soon. It's pretty deep, the rain. Grass is very green despite the dry summer we had. It's getting to be more of a wet summer out here in upstate New York. I'm near Syracuse and Brewerton. I'm in Cicero, but Brewerton is close, and Tismart is a real draw. So recommend stopping out, no matter how far. I met some people from Canada there yesterday, or the other day, and people come from all over, and recommend stopping out. Tismart, great place. Okay, here's Alf signing out with the final plug for Tismart Cigar Shop in Lounge in Brewerton, New York.